Whenever we do something that fills us up with enthusiasm, we are following our legend. However, we don't all have the courage to confront our own dream. Why? There are four obstacles. First, we are told from childhood onward that everything we want to do is impossible. We grow up with this idea, and as the years accumulate, so do the layers of prejudice, fear, and guilt. There comes a time when our personal calling is so deeply buried in our soul as to be invisible, but it's still there. If we have the courage to okay, this light is a little bit not so great. If we have the courage to disinter dream, we are there faced by the second obstacle, love. We know what we want to do, but are afraid of hurting those around us by abandoning everything in order to pursue our dream. We do not realize that love is just a further impetuous, not something that will prevent us going forward. We do not realize that those who genuinely wish us well want us to be happy and are prepared to accompany us on the journey. Once we have accepted that love is a stimulus, we come up against the third obstacle, fear of defeats we will meet on the path. We also fight for a dream, suffer far more when it doesn't work out, because we cannot fall back on the old excuse, oh well, I didn't really want it anyway. We do want it, and know we have asked everything on it. And know that we have staked everything on it, and that the path of the personal calling is no easier than any other path, except that our whole heart is in the journey. Then, we warriors of light, we must be prepared to have patience in difficult times and to know that the universe is conspiring in our favor, even though we may not understand how. I ask myself, are defeats necessary? Well, necessary or not, they happen. When we first begin fighting for a dream, we have no experience and make many mistakes. The secret of life, though, is to fall 7 times and to get up 8 times. So why is it important to live our personal calling if we are only going to suffer more than other people? Because we have overcome the defeats, and as always, we are filled by a great sense of euphoria and confidence. In the silence of our hearts, we know we are proving ourselves worthy of the miracle of life. Each day or each hour as part of the good fight. We start to live with enthusiasm and pleasure. Intense, unexpected suffering passes more quickly than suffering that is apparently bearable. The latter goes on for years and without our noticing, eats away of our soul, and until one day we are no longer able to free ourselves from the bitterness, and it stays with us for the rest of our lives. So having disinterred our dreams, having used the power of love to nurture it, and spent many years living with the scars, we suddenly notice that what we always wanted is there, waiting for us perhaps the very next day. Then comes the fourth obstacle, the fear of realizing the dream for which we fought all of our lives. Oscar Wilde said, each man kills the thing he loves. And it's true. The mere possibility of getting what we want fills the soul of the ordinary person with guilt. We look around at those who have failed to get what they want and feel that we do not deserve to get what we want. We forget about the obstacles we've overcome, all the suffering we endured, all the things we had to give up in order to get this far. I have known a lot of people who, when their personal calling was within their grasp, went on to commit a series of stupid mistakes and never reached their goal when it was only a step away. This is the most dangerous of the obstacles because it has a kind of saintly aura about it, renouncing joy and conquest. But if you believe yourself worthy of the thing you fought so hard to get, then you become an instrument of God. You help the soul of the world, and you understand why you are here.